I actually like the way this looks a lot more than I thought I would. So we have our jar. It's all set up. We're all ready. I will say I am on my phone, and some of the prompts I picked are things I have to go into like Goodreads to find and stuff. I'm thinking I'm gonna pick out 5 books and we'll go from there. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. First time ever doing this. We got ours picked. Pick a book with more than 5 words in the title. Okay, let's see. What do we have? It says more than 5 words. It looks like our first one is Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I've been putting that one off since the movie came out in November. So this is October of the next year. Putting that out for a while. Oh no. There's not many with more than 5. Okay, we're gonna start pulling these out. Okay. Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. It's one option. Riley Thorne and the Dead Guy Next Door. I have wanted to read this one, but again, I've put it off. This was like one of the first books I read when I got back into reading, and it is it was 3-book series when I got it. I don't know if they've come out with more. So that would be interesting to get around to. The Priority of the Orange Tree is 6 words, but I don't think I'm gonna make myself read that big of a book this month. That one is very intimidating to me. 6. And I think this is our last one. So these are our options. 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle, Riley Thorne, The Guy Next Door, and The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. This is such... These books are so different. Like, Hunger Games. The next. Riley Thorne and the Dead Guy Next Door. Like, I don't even really know what this one is about. Like, I don't even remember. I don't know if it's a romance. I don't know if it's a mystery with the dead guy next door. I am the type of person where I don't like to read the back of books and know what it's about before. I will listen to people talk about them and go from there, but I feel like when you get back into reading, you go on a little bit of like a book buying binge, and you're like, I just need books. I need to be around books. And I feel like this is one of those, and I do really want to read it, which is why I haven't gotten rid of it, but still haven't done it. And then The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. I actually got this in a little library, and I have been very interested in this one. I think it's like multiple point of views. Evelyn Hardcastle okay, I'll just read you the back. Evelyn Hardcastle will be murdered at 11 p.m. There are 8 days and 8 witnesses for you to inhabit. We will only let you escape once you tell us the name of the killer. Understood? Then let's begin. So I just read the little like blurb at the top, but that sounds super interesting. So I think I am leaning towards doing this one. I feel like so many of the books on here have been like intimidating to me, and I've just been like listening to other books and getting books from the library. So it's kind of scary to like actually be like, okay, this is what I'm reading this month. But I think I'll say this is the first one I'm gonna try reading this month. We got our first one. Put it to the side. Now we have to put these books back. Oh, there's like a hole. They're not standing up as nicely down there. Oh well, we'll have to deal with it. Prompt number 2. Here we go. It's a thickie. Okay. Pick a book that's hold is coming up from the library. I kind of have to go on my phone to look at this. I do know Not in Love came up today, so that is a possibility. But let's look. I'll have to look it up real quick and I'll be right back.
5 minutes later.
Okay, I'm back. I went on my phone and looked at my library app to see which holds are coming up from the library. And ones keep in mind, this is from the library app. So it's like Kindle or audiobooks. But ones that I physically have that are coming up, I have Not in Love coming up that I have in physical form. And then I also have Ready or Not by Cara Bastone. I've been hearing so much about this book, and it's just like, look at how cute this cover is. Oh, I still have the sticker from the library. I go to a used bookstore and I like to keep them on there. I don't know. But look at how cute that is. So cute. And I've honestly been dying to read a lot of these. Not in Love is I am actually borrowing the book from a friend, so that would be good to get around to reading so I can give the book back to her. Ready or Not, I've been wanting to read that one. There's 3 more books. One Star Romance by Laura Hankin was on there, and I've been really wanting to read that one. It's like they're both part of the wedding party, and she wrote a book and he gave the book a 1-star review, and that's all I know. Something happens where they end up together somehow, I'm guessing. But then I also have The Wedding People by Allison Espach. I may have totally butchered that last name. And I have, this one's a mystery, but Hidden Pictures by Jason Rekulak. And I'm not leaning towards that one. I'm thinking I'm gonna do Not in Love. That's kind of the one I'm leaning towards. I really want to get around to this one, so that would be a good option for one later on. It would be nice to do one of these though, because it's not one I physically have. Ugh. I am really excited for 1-Star Romance, and that would be a good reason to get around to reading it soon. Do I want to do Not in Love or 1-Star Romance? Let's read the back of this one. I've heard that this is pretty spicy. I think I'm gonna go with 1-Star Romance. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I don't have it physically. I have it on my phone. I'll have it in 2 weeks from the library. So I will do that one as my second option. 1-Star Romance. We're going with it. Circle it on the paper, make it official. By Laura Hankin. There we go. And now we have the third one. Let's do it. Pick a book with a food, animal, or a single tree on the cover. Okay. Well, I think I'm gonna have to pick a lot of these out. What was it? Food, animal, or a single tree? I think, does that count as food? The food? Which is the lattes, the food down there? I think that counts. I'm gonna count that. 6 of crows. There's a crow on the front. I think that counts. Oh my gosh. There are so many animals. Oh my gosh. I feel like the world just wants me to pick this one. It's, again, an option. That's such a pretty cover. Does it have animals? Does a dragon count as an animal? Right up there. I'm gonna say no. Especially since we already have some options. Wow. House. Dragon, again, we said no. All right, we have our options. These are our options of what to pick. One thing I don't like about these options is all 3 of these are the first book in a series, and I really don't want to start another series, but that would only give me one option of the Ballad of Songbird and Snakes. So I definitely don't think I'm gonna go with 6 of Crows or Shadow and Bone. I don't think I'm ready to start that big of series. I don't know, I'm scared to do 6 of Crows. Like, I've heard such good things, but I'm shaking in my boots. Okay, so here are our options. Legends and Lattes or the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I have been super putting this one off. I think I'm gonna go with this one. I don't know. I'm just feeling this one more. It's October. It's time for some cozy fantasy. I think I'm gonna do that one. Third book set. Fourth prompt. Here we go. Pick a book from an author you disliked. Have I read many? I feel like the books I have so far, like, I don't have many authors I'm repeating. I don't even know how many of these authors I've actually read before. I have read Collins. I love Collins. Okay, Riley Sager has been kind of hit or miss for me. I read... this doesn't have a list of his books in here. I read Lock Every Door, and I wasn't a huge fan. I was like, wow, maybe Riley Sager isn't for me. But then I read The House Across the Lake, and I liked that one. So far, I feel like this is the only one that I could go with, because the first time I read him, I wasn't a huge fan. And honestly, many of these people I just haven't read before. If I have, I like them. Like Roberts. I read Christine Riccio. I used to look into how you pronounce her last name, and I am totally going blank, so I'm so sorry. Honestly, I don't think I've... Oh, this would be Storied Life of AJ Fickery. I read Tomorrow, and I thought it was good. I didn't love it. I wouldn't say I disliked that author. She just makes me kind of go like, oh, do I want to read another one of her books? Kind of in between. So I think these are the two options. So far I have a mystery, a romance, and a fantasy. I feel like this one... I'm really having a hard time with leaving this one up here, because I don't think I disliked 7. Sager made me question if I'd ever want to read a book by him again the first time I read him, so I feel like I should go with this one. I also feel like I could really want to read this one in October because it's spooky, so I think I'm gonna go with The Only One Left by Riley Sager. So hopefully this book is like The House Across the Lake and I'll love it. But if it's like Lock Every Door, I don't know. So I've been really excited to read this one, so I'm excited about it. 4th book picked, so I think this is gonna be our last pick for the month. Let's give it a really good shake. Let's get like a really good one in there. Okay, love it. Okay. All right, we have our last one. This is like so exciting. Like I feel like I'm like fangirling. Like I've watched people do this for so long and I've always wanted to do it, and like it's so crazy to me that I'm actually doing it. So let's see. Pick a book that you have on hold from the library. I feel like that's so similar to my second one. Pick a book that's hold is coming up from the library. Pick a book that you have on hold from the library. Those are so similar, but that also gives me a lot more options because it can be any book I have on hold, whereas the other one is like one that was coming up, but I need it to be coming up because I need it to be available in time. All right, I'm gonna have to put this on pause and go look again.
One eternity later.
Okay, we're back. So I went and looked at my library books. I have a lot on hold. Oh, okay, so this is really similar to my second prompt that I got. So I am again looking at Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood, Ready or Not by Cara Bastone, The Wedding People. I don't know, I've heard good things about that. I just don't know if I'm like in the mood for like, I don't know, I'm thinking it's gonna be like more like a wedding. And I feel like I just read one recently and it makes me not want to do that one, so I think we'll cross that one out. I am really between Not in Love and, oh, I'm so excited for this one, The Boyfriend by Frida McFadden. I'm technically doing this before it's out, but it will be out, I think, it's end of September. I don't know if it's the 28th, 29th, 30th. It's like in that range. But I have that one on hold for my library, and I'm hoping it comes up quick. It's just kind of a gamble because I don't know how many of them they'll be releasing. So I really want to do that one. But I don't know if it'll come up in time. But I feel like Frida McFadden is such a big author that the library will come out with a lot of copies when it first comes out so that a lot of people can read it. I think I'm going to do it because I'm so excited about that one. But it would be really good for me to read Law and Love and be able to give it back to my friend. Okay, I am going to do it. The Boyfriend by Frida McFadden. Let's circle it. That makes it official, right? It's official. Okay, so we picked out 5 books. We only have 3 of them because the two of them are on hold with my library. But we picked out the 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle, Legends and Lattes, and The Only One Left, 1-Star Romance by Laura Hankin, and The Boyfriend by Frida McFadden. So super excited about that. Super excited to get around to these books and read them. I genuinely feel like I can get around to all these books as long as The Boyfriend by Frida McFadden is coming up soon. I feel like if there's one I don't read this month, if I like get around to reading all of them, I feel like maybe this one would be the one I want to get around to. I don't know. We'll see. I'll have to update you at the end of the month. We'll see how it goes. I am so excited to get to reading these and so excited I finally made a TBR video, and now I have to go edit this and get it out there. But thank you so much for watching this, and I appreciate you all, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, rest of your week, whatever time you're in the middle of, and I will see you all later. Bye!